Hey traders, this is Kim from Ninja-Addons.com. In this video, I'm going to present you the Volatility Renko and explain the settings on how to configure them properly so you can better use it. Now, before we start, let me show you first the different terminologies that we will use throughout this presentation. That way, we are sure that we are on the same page. So the first one is the OHLC, which means it's the opening, high, low, and closing prices. Next is the body of a bar is from the opening price to the closing price. We do not count the high and low prices. Next is when the close is above the open, it is a long bar or an up bar in green. And when the close is below the open, it is a short bar or a down bar in red. Lastly, the wick corresponds to the little lines above and below the body that go from the low to the open or close and the close or open to the high. Bars may have a wick above and or below the body, but it's not always the case. Right? Now, the following are the concepts that we introduce with the volatility Renko. So first is the time span. This is the duration expressed in seconds. Next is the phantom bars, as we can see on the chart. This is the bar that has 0 second duration, no volume, and is printed on your chart due to the bar construction, but should not be printed in reality because it does not exist. An example, when there is a gap at the open, standard Renko or standard range bars fill the gap with phantom bars instead of displaying the gap. Lastly, the two phases construction. So this means that the volatility Renko has different logic or algorithms that are only active during one of the two phases. So when two phases are completed, then a new bar can start. Now let's go deeper into two phases concept so you can understand the settings. As I've mentioned earlier, the bar is constructed in two phases. The first one is from start of the bar until first condition is met. The second one is from the first condition until second condition. When phase 2 is completed, the bar is closed and a new bar is created. So, the first condition is the bar duration. A bar must last at least a certain number of seconds. This number of seconds is a parameter that you can set from 0 to infinite, and it means that no matter what the volatility of the market is, no matter the strength of the price move is, the bar must last at least a certain duration before entering phase 2. The consequence of what that is that it filters out the phantom bars during high volatility period, like during market news, for example. Now, once the first phase is completed, the algo enter in phase 2. In this phase, the algo wait until the body of the bar is a certain size. The size must be set with the parameters, and it is the body size. Now, due to the time filter of phase 1, there are two possibilities. On the left side, the body size during phase 1 is lower than the body size parameter. This is the standard behavior, and in this case, once the body has the correct size, the current bar is closed and a new bar is created. While on the other side, which is the right one, the body size during phase 1 exceeded the body size parameter due to high volatility. In this case, the high and the low serve as the trigger levels, and when either the high or the low is broken, the current bar is terminated and a new bar is created. This is why you can see on a chart a big bar that exceed the body size parameter, and this is how you can see period of high volatility or market pace acceleration that happen during market news or when a significant support or resistance level is broken. Now let's get into the settings now that we understood the concept. All right, the first one is the body size. So this is expressed in ticks unit and correspond to the entire body, so without the wicks of the bar. If you set it to 8, it means that in normal conditions, the body will be 8 ticks from open to close. This is used during phase 2. Next is the minimum time span. As I mentioned earlier, it is the minimum duration of the bar, and it is expressed in seconds. This is used during phase 1 when time filter is applied. Next is the backtest mode. So this is something I'll explain in more details in another video, but as short explanation, I can say that this is based on volatility Renko bar algorithm. It means that the open of the bar is modified to give you a smoother chart in order to reduce the noise of the market. But this modification has a side effect, which is that you can't backtest your strategies because the open price is modified to your advantage. So the results of your backtest will always be wrong or inaccurate, unless you use the backtest mode that we develop in the Bartype. So for now, let's say that if you use the Bartype on a chart, you must set the settings to 2 equals backtest mode off. And if you use it for backtest, you can set it to 1 equals backtest mode on. Again, I'll make another video to show you how you can exactly use this setting. All right. Lastly is the tick replay. So again, this is a new NT8 function and the Volatility Renko is compatible with this one. You can find more information about it on NT8 Help Guide. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, suggestion, feedback, please let us know by sending us an email at contact@ninja-addons.com. You may also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get alerts whenever there's a new video published. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye now.